Good morning, beta. Let's start with the revision of rational number. That is chapter number 1. What do you mean by rational number? What are rational numbers?
Ma'am, numbers written in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0.
But that's it. Or something else will be there. One more addition is there to the rational number definition. P and Q are integers. P and Q should be integers. Rational numbers are always of the form P by Q, where denominator should not be 0 and P and Q are integers. And when we have discussed this chapter in the beginning, I have already told you about the term fraction and rational numbers. What is the difference between? Rational numbers can be positive and negative because they are composed of the integers, and integers are positive as well as negative. But in case of fraction, the number is of the form P by Q, Q not equal to 0, and P and Q are natural number. This is about fraction. Definition is same. Here P and Q are integers, so they can be positive, negative. But natural numbers are always positive, so fractions are always positive. It can't be negative. But rational number can be positive or it can be negative also. Got it? So if I write 3 by 10, it is a rational number, or you can say it is a fraction. But if I write minus 1 by 2, then it is only a rational number but not fraction because it is negative. Got it? Now, what do you mean by additive inverse? What do you mean by additive inverse? That is, as it is clear from the name, additive inverse means reverse of addition. Add का reverse, that is minus. तो ये negative है, इसका additive inverse क्या हो जाएगा? 1 by 2. Additive inverse of 1 by 5 क्या हो जाएगा? Minus 1 by 2. Have we discussed this thing yesterday also? Had we discussed? No? Okay. Now, if I write minus 7, then the additive inverse of minus 7 is 7. Additive inverse of 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative, so it will be same as its additive inverse. क्योंकि ना पॉजिटिव होता नेगेटिव, इसका एडिटिव इनवर्स विल बी सेम. 4 का एडिटिव इनवर्स -4. एडिटिव इनवर्स मतलब रिवर्स ऑफ एडिशन. जो साइन दे रखा है उसका रिवर्स. नेगेटिव है तो पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव है तो नेगेटिव. नेक्स्ट इज मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स ऑफ 1 by 7. The another name of additive inverse is negative. And another name of multiplicative inverse is reciprocal inverse. Okay. So reciprocal and inverse are same as multiplicative inverse, and additive inverse has one more name that is called negative. So additive inverse of 1 by multiplicative inverse of 1 by 7 is 7 by 1, that is 7. Minus 1 by 4. Minus 4 by 1, that is minus 4. Is it clear? Is it clear? Any doubt? Now write down. Is addition commutative? Is addition of rational number is commutative? It means that if you take two rational numbers, A by B, C by D, or you can take another rational number C by D, then it will be same as C by D plus A by D. means order doesn't matter. So this is called commutative property of addition for rational number. If you take two rational number and you will add them, then their answer must be same. Is it okay? So you can verify it for any exam. Is addition closed? What do you mean by closed, or you can say closure property? Yes, Tanisha.
मैम रिपीट करना.
Is addition closed? Or you can say whether closure property holds for addition.
Yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
How you will show this?
Ma'am, by
Ma'am, by
AB
S.
plus CD.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me in the simple language? What do you mean by closed? What do you mean by closed?
Ma'am, whose sum can be, ma'am, whose sum can be done, or the
You can speak in like this way. If you take two rational number, then their sum will also give you, then their addition will also give you a rational number. That means the closure property holds for addition. If you take two rational number and their difference will always give you a rational number, then you can say that closure property holds for subtraction. If you take two rational number, you multiply them, the answer is again rational, then closure property holds for multiplication. Means whenever you are taking integer, then answer will be integer in case of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. But if you are talking about this rational number, then the sum of two rational number will be a rational number. The difference of two rational number will be a rational number. The product of two rational number will again be a rational number. And the division of two rational number will again be a rational number.
Rational number.
We can say that closure property holds for addition, subtraction, multiplication, as well as for the division. This means that closure property holds for all the four operations. So this is the only property that holds in case of all the four operations. But if you talk about commutative property, then will it hold for all the four operations? Yes, it holds, I think. Can you justify this? Yes, Harman?
Ma'am, no, it not holds for
Why?
all. Ma'am,
Yes.
it not holds.
It will not hold for division and subtraction. You can get a rational number as the answer, but when you subtract the two rational number in this order, then their answer will not be same. And when you divide them in this order, their answer will not be same. Then we can say that commutative property holds for addition and multiplication, but doesn't hold for division and subtraction. Can you give me one example that shows that subtraction is not commutative? Can you show that? If we take these two numbers, in case of subtraction,
Ma'am, no, it is not equal.
okay, the answer is 1/6 here, and here the answer is minus 1.
Minus 1/6.
Okay, so left hand side is not equal to right hand side, hence commutative property doesn't hold for subtraction. Yes, justify this commutative property for multiplication. Take example, show that for multiplication, they are having same answer of both the sides. Yes, now we are justifying the same property, commutative property for multiplication. Answer of both the sides are same. So we can say that A by B multiply by C by D is equal to C by D into A by D. That means both the sides are giving you the same answer. That means commutative property hold for multiplication. Can you please justify the same property for division? Does it hold? Does it hold? Divide will change to multiply. Answer is 3 by 2. And for this side, 1 by 3, same 2 by 1. Answer is 2 by 3. They are not equal. So A by B divided by C by D is not equal to C by D divided by A by B. That means they are not equal. So division is not closed. Division is not closed. Which property is this, beta? Which property I have written?
Ma'am, associative property.
Yes, associative property of addition. So, does this associative property hold for addition? Just keep this thing in mind that for addition and for multiplication, all the properties will be satisfied. But for division and subtraction, only closure property hold, the rest of the property will fail in that case, in case of division and subtraction. Closure property hold for all the operations, but commutative and associative property hold for addition and multiplication, but doesn't hold in case of subtraction and division. So please give one example to justify this, whether associative property hold for addition or not. You will take 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, or you can take minus 1 by 2. It's your choice. So take positive. 1 by 2, 12 LCM, 4 plus 3. Is it okay? I have taken LCM. 1 by 2 plus 7 by 12. Take LCM. 6 plus 7, that is 13 by 12. Now, justify the same example for right hand side, left hand side. It's compulsory to mention the sides here. Otherwise, marks will be deducted. 6, 3 plus 2, 1 by 4, 5 by 6 plus 1 by 4, LCM 12, 13 by 12. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, associative property holds for addition. If you take same example in case of addition, surely different answer will be there for the left hand side and for the right hand side. That means associative property doesn't hold for subtraction. Yes, can you take the same example for multiplication? And in case of addition and multiplication, all the properties will hold. So justify this also, hurry up. One by 6 into 1 by 4, that is 1 by 20. 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 into 1 by 4, 1 by 2 into 1 by 12, that is 1 by 24. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, associative property holds for multiplication. Now justify the property for division. It will surely not hold, but you have to justify it. Justify means you have to give suitable example. If it is yes, it should be in yes favor. If it is no, then you should justify the no favor of the question. Okay? So you must have justified it. This property doesn't hold for division. Lower down your hands, beta. Now, if I write a by b plus 0 will give you a by b. Can you name this property? Can you name this property? The name of this property is property of 0. It is the quality of 0 that whenever you add 0 to any number, the same number you will get as answer. So that means that this is the property of 0. Can you tell me the property of 1? When you multiply any number with 1, you will get the same number as answer. So this is the property of 1. If I write a by b into b by a, that is equal to 1. Can you name this property? Is it same? Are these two properties same? No. This is the property of 1 and this is multiplicative inverse property. Multiplicative inverse property. A by b है, ये इसका inverse है, दोनों को multiply करके क्या आता है 1. ये property of 1 है कि जब आप किसी भी number को 1 से multiply करते हो, you are getting the same number as answer. So this is the quality of 1 and this is the multiplicative inverse property. In the same manner, I can write additive inverse property. That is, if I take a by b और a by b का inverse क्या होगा? Minus a by b. जहाँ a by b का multiplicative inverse क्या है? b by a. जहाँ a by b का additive inverse क्या है? Minus a by b. When you add them, you will get 0 as answer. यहाँ पे 1 इसलिए आया क्योंकि ये मल्टीप्लिकेटिव की आइडेंटिटी है, 0 इसलिए आया क्योंकि ये एडिटिव की आइडेंटिटी है. इस प्रॉपर्टी का नेम है एडिटिव इनवर्स प्रॉपर्टी. दिस इज मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स property. If you read the introduction part from your book, then you will surely get this condition in the book. Okay, so I will suggest you that before the exams, when the revision is going on side by side, you should read out the introduction part that is given in the book. So many examples are given. Before starting the example number 1, introduction is given, examples are given. So you please read it out carefully. It's not only for the first chapter, you should read it for all the 3 chapters of this term so that there will be more clarity of concept. Okay, hope you follow this thing. Next is, I'm discussing example number 1. Examples we have already not discussed when we have discussed the chapter. Examples we have not done. Now, at this time, we have enough time to discuss these, and they are little bit different from the questions that are given in your book. They are different. Okay, so you have to do this question. The question is find. Just find is written, but whenever the question comes like this in the exam, the statement will be like this: find the sum by suitable rearrangement. You can add this question, note down this question and write the statement. Find the sum by suitable rearrangement. Find sum by suitable rearrangement. Got it? So suitable rearrangement means whatsoever easy way you can do, you have to proceed in that manner. So as you can see that if you check the denominator of all the terms, then 7 and 21 are the multiple of each other. 11 and 22 are the multiples of each other. Is it so? So you will combine the terms. You are shifting this third term at the second place, second term at the third place. If you change the place of two terms, can you tell me the name of this property? This is A by B, this is C by D. C by D you will write first, A by B you will write here. If you shift the place, it is known as commutative property of addition. Addition, hai na? So this term will be written here at the second place. This second term will be shifted at the third place, and the last term will be same. This is known as commutative property of addition. Is it clear? So I have written find the sum by suitable rearrangement means you have to mention the properties as well. One special mark will be there for this, otherwise marks will be deducted. In this question, whatsoever properties you are using, you have to mention their names. So take LCM of these two terms, that is 21. 21 divided by 7 will give you 3. 3 3s are 9. 21 divided by 21 is 1, that is minus 8. LCM is 22. 22 divided by 11 is 2. 6 2s are 12. 22 divided by 22 is 1. 5 1s are 5. Solve them. 9 minus 8 by 21. This is minus 12 plus 5 upon 22. So after solving these two terms, 1 by 21 plus minus 7 by 22 you are left. Now take the LCM of these two terms. By prime factorization, you will find the LCM, that is 432. When you divide this, what you will get? What you will get after dividing this? 4th, I think it is, instead of, it is 462. And after dividing 21 to the 42, 4 is there, 22. So when you divide this with 22, 21 is there. 21 into 7 is, so 22 minus 147 upon 462. Answer is minus 129 upon 462. Yes, Harman. Formula for distributive property of multiplication over addition.
मैम अभी आपने जो एग्जांपल कराई है उसमें आंसर -125 आ रहा है मैम आपने 129 लिखा है
Okay, 125. Samiksha, can you tell me the formula for distributive property of multiplication over addition? Harman, bolo beta. Yes, Arish.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, A over B plus C by D multiplied by A over, ma'am, A over B multiplied by B by C by D and plus A over B multiplied by E by F
आप right
is equal to, ma'am, ma'am, yes.
You will multiply a rational number A by B with C by D and E by F. You will multiply A by B with the sum of two other rational number. That will give you, you multiply the first number with this. I have given you example earlier. Guest, this is the gate of your house. When you open the gate, this guest will shake hand with both the members inside the home. So A by B will be multiplied with C by D plus A by B multiplied by E by F. Is it okay? Is it okay? So, can you do this question? I think similar type of question is not given. One exact. Try these is given. Right hand side is given. So you have to convert this to left hand side first by taking common. So 7 by 5 is common. 4 terms are given which are exactly same as right hand side. After taking common, this will reduce to 3 terms. Minus 3 by 12 plus 5 by 12. You have taken 7 by 5 common. 7 by 5 same. 12 LCM minus 3 plus 5. This is 7 by 5 into 2 by 12. Answer is 7 by 30. Is it okay? So you can do the try these on page number 13, second part. First, I have discussed whenever you are using distributive property, write distributive property here in the bracket. Okay, no need to write the complete formula. You can just write distributive property. So do the second part of the try these, page number 13.